What is the similarity between these two buildings? Both buildings are constructed in a modular way, which means that all the pieces which the building consists of are pre-built and being assembled on site, just like a puzzle. We are Wouter and Floris, and today we are going to tell you why modular building could be a key innovation in the construction sector to a more circular society. In this video we are going to explain this building concept, its compatibility with the existing market, current trends, and we are going to clarify the position of modularity with a pestle analysis. The uses of reusable and removable parts to build houses is called modular construction. These parts are manufactured in a factory of the building company. This could be a circular solution for construction. After the credit crisis in 2008, the construction sector had to come up with new solutions because they had lost quite some money. Furthermore, materials are becoming more expensive. Moreover, the supply of plasterers and masons declined in the sector, which challenged these companies even more. A solution for these problems could be modular construction. With only on-site building, there is less manpower needed to assemble these modules of the buildings. The McKinsey Foundation calculated a cost reduction of -20% till 10% in plus if modular construction is applied. Most of the time is won on the on-site labor and material use on the long run. New techniques around carbon capture and nitrogen capture can be applied and help with the current nitrogen problems in the Netherlands. How is it possible that the time will increase in some projects? This is due to the complexity of the designing phase and off-site labor. But why are these modular construction ideas and concepts helping the overall circularity of the construction sector? We will be using the butterfly model as an example to show the circularity of modular construction. Modular construction helps with the user section of the butterfly model and is mainly active within the maintain, prolong, reuse, redistribute and refurbish, remanufacture sectors. These are four clear-cut drivers of value creation and where modular construction helps. By using modular construction, it is mostly uses the power of the inner circle and to extend the cycle. By maintaining houses and repairing certain parts, houses are moved or deconstructed when they go to the next step. And eventually they got refurbished when this is necessary. The final step can be recycling afterwards. This only happens when parts of the houses are used too often. It is clearly noticeable that innovations and projects are being accomplished within modular construction. This is mostly occurring at smaller companies or new players in the market, such as IKEA. For the current state of modular construction, we used a pestle analysis. A pestle analysis is focused on the influence of the macro environment on modular building. This influence is one way, so modular building does not have influence on these factors. Pestle is an abbreviation for political, economic, social, technological, environmental and legal. The difference between political and legal in this example is that political highlights policies and agreements, whereas legal mentions the specific laws which will affect modular construction. The P. The Dutch government made a policy in which they stated that every building should be almost energy neutral in 2030 and the complete economy of the Dutch country should be circular in 2050. The E. Currently we are living in an economic decline and heading towards a recession. As mentioned earlier, the credit crisis in 2008 had a big influence on the current day thinking of construction companies. The S. As mentioned earlier, less people who are working as plasterers and masons, so new inventions should come up. Furthermore, the need of houses is higher than the current amount of built houses per year. The T. The innovation in the sector is quite slow. Buildings are still made of concrete and bricks, but now that the construction companies have their own factories with newly produced machines, the modules can be produced quite easily and the production lines are optimized. The E. Modular buildings in other countries with different climates can work out different than in countries with temperate climates like ours. And finally, the legal part. The laws are not yet specified for modular building because this is a very recent innovation. Because of the nitrogen law, 35,000 houses are being built next year instead of the 50,000 that are needed. Growth potential with a government who supports the circular economy. Furthermore, every office building should have energy label C in 2023. There is a surroundings law, which puts different laws together to make the start of construction a more simplified process. And finally, the quality assurance law, which means that the liability of construction companies becomes bigger, which will result eventually in more lawsuits. So finally, at the moment, modular construction seems to be a sufficient circular solution for the construction sector. With a lower time of construction, the possibility for reuse and no need of scaffolding, these factors are quite positive for construction companies. But with the production and transport of modules is more CO2 emitted, so it is not the holy grail yet. Currently, the innovation is made by the smaller companies, whereas the big players in the market just wait for the market updates. To enhance this procedure, we recommend that big companies make certain agreements, because right now every company wants to invent the wheel themselves. With these agreements, 2050 should be a quite reachable target to produce completely circular.